Hello, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was Fringenstein from Ben 10. Here. Okay? So, this is what it is. So, in the earlier today, I made the video of his drawing form. Basically, his sketched version. Where is it? So, yeah, this one. So, this is what Zuko would be looked like if he was Frankenstein's thing. So, but that's the only eyes of a beholder thing. So, Zuko is really a human. Here, let me get rid of that and okay. So, yeah, he was born as and yeah. So, I'm throwing in his sister, so and his parents didn't like his his monstrous kid form. So yeah, so they got rid of him. Like basically kicked him off the island. But Zuko has human power, or he's a human inside of the monster. So yeah. So, and Zuko, or no, Zumi doesn't know about her brother yet. So, yeah. And don't worry about this one. This is supposed to be like it's my drawing when I got bored one day. Dan. And so, yeah. He was him. So they didn't know that it was his true power. He really does care. So he's like, huh? Okay. So yeah, he's basically tough as nails, kind. And so yeah, I know this is supposed to be like his ultimate form, but or of yeah. But during the years have passed, school kids make fun of him for his size and yeah, that stuff. He is basically gets angry at them because they make fun of him. So yeah, he ends up becoming so he was gonna join UA, but at the teen or before or no, after. So yeah, he joined UA and yeah. Sorry about my breathing and so yeah. They decided to tell him to go away. You're too scary and that stuff. So, yeah, they didn't accept him to UA. So, he's just wandering around, like, being, like, calm he is, as he looks at his hands, as he says, why do I have to? Was born like this. As he was born as that, but it was not really a case. So, yeah, he went and just like stayed in a corner thing away from everybody so that no one gets freaked out. So, yeah, he was born as that. Sorry. And yeah, he is trying to just think why no one accepts me who I am. As years go by, he sees like this black aura or he can sense darkness. So like he literally saw the warped right behind the bush of USJ thing. As he used his electricity power and stuns him. Like there. I was trying to do the electric sound when someone's getting shocked. Yeah. So he ends up becoming in that. So he leaves. As he's like puts his foot down and he walks on as Mr. Aizawa and so where is he? Oh, Mr. Aizawa sees N13 in class 1A sees that monster walking right towards him, but ends up walking right past them and grabs the villain as he turns around and he sets him down. Yeah. With handcuffs. Or he's basically knocked out as Eraserhead sees as he turns around, walks away from, or he stops a few meters as he says, if I was you, I won't go in there. It's a trap. By the villains. As, yeah, he knows because he actually plugs into every communication that's on or offline thing. So, yeah, he knew what the villains were planning. So, yeah, Eraserhead says, how or will we trust you? Go in and you might lose an arm or you might lose your sight, Eraserhead. So just please don't go in. Okay. As 13 says, here, let me. Sorry. Where's the deer? Where's the deer? Sorry. So, yeah. Zuko was hearing the conversation of between All for One and his Shiraki-sen. So yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh, yeah. 13 says, do you trust this man? Or do you trust this thing? As there, or Eraserhead tells him, how do we know that you be trustworthy? Trust me. Don't go in there. That's my last words would be. Okay? So, peace out. As he bends to one or his thumb and his pinky to make the peace sign thing as he's waving behind him. So yeah, he does that what All Might does. He leaves and they're like, okay, yeah, better call an All Might in. As he listens to he sat down and he listens to his own or listen to everyone. Yeah. He's that kind of person. As he as he hears All for One's voice saying that someone was betraying. Was it you, Shiraki-san? No. Definitely not Kirigiri, because he would have just did it anyways. Yes, but someone was doing it. As who will it be? Well, I don't know, but then time skip all the way to the now All Might against All for One. Okay? Because he was not in Sports Festival, he wasn't in the hero agency thing. But his sister was in the Camp Arc or Mall Arc, then Camp Arc thing. But he was in the All Might against All for One fight. Or should I say All for One's arc. So All Might was down, but he was takes more than that to keep me down. As he says, as you wish. As he was gonna kill All Might by just using the super laser from 100 away from basically 6 feet apart thing, or no, 60 feet apart. Yeah. And when All for One shoots that laser, I know from his arm aimed right at All for One, or no, All Might, but Zuko steps in and he absorbs the energy as they see a hero such as Zuko Midoriya at your service. Yeah, he says, huh, that seems pretty pathetic to me. As, yeah, those things that are on his hand is his absorber. Like, he absorbs electricity through his body. Yeah. He basically can store energy into his own body. So, yeah. His eyes were glowing with kind of like what Endeavor's is. Like when, yeah, his flames, or actually, it would be like, where is he? It would be like this kid's eyes is on him. So yeah, he says, or actually, where? Oh, hold on, I forgot that. He says, you messed with the wrong person. As he walks up to him, and all Might and the pro heroes are stunned that this kid has so much power. As he says, huh, or actually, All for One, sorry, I'm trying to think, but so All for One was basically says, you're pretty powerful. Oh, whoever you are. Huh. Well, I don't know who I am anymore. But I do know that back then, you were asking Shiraki-san of who was the betrayer. No one was betraying. I was just listening to everyone's conversation. As he looks at All Might, or gives a side eye to All Might, saying, I do know that you gave you gave Zumi one for all. 2. As All Might is stunned that someone that has an incredible hearing can absorb or can hear conversations from very far away. As he says, now let's begin our match. As he straight up wins by just using his 2 tentacle things that are on his shoulder, these guys, on it. So yeah, he's basically, yeah, became the one who, he basically overloaded the immortal quirk thing with so much power. Heck, even All for One was like, what did you do? As he says, what did I do? That's easy. I took away your power. basically your immortal quirk is no longer inside your body. As he says, and you are now defenseless against my ultimate power. As he used his, like that Genos from One Punch Man, how he used that incinerate thing, that one blast. Yeah, imagine Zuko using that and shot right at race, or no, all for one, but 100 times more powerful than Genos is. It's like it's like that cannon or fire cannon or whatever that's called. So yeah, he basically has that much power. Yeah, it scares even people. As he says, need some work on my projectiles. As all for one died. As he says, but thanks to a power boost. As he turns around and walks over to All Might and helps him up. And he says, "Are you doing okay?" "I'm fine." As he says, "Good. Now I'm gonna leave. So, see you guys around." As he jumps. Like, he literally jumped all the way to, like, past All Might's jump. As, yeah. Everyone that saw how Zuko is not the true monster, he was basically powerful enough to destroy All Might, or no, All for One without any hesitation. Or he's, instead of jumping, he is like helping others, but like by basically using like electricity to lift up the entire debris off of everyone. And he's like, all right. So, and All Might went and asked him, "How did you know that I gave someone my quirk of One for All?" "Well, do you see these tendrils that are on my back?" "Yeah." "Well, I can use them as sound waves when I plug them in to my both arms. So that's how I knew that you were giving your quirk to Zumi." As he says, but now, yeah. Then a couple years later, he ends up going to Overhaul. It's a time skip, so because of time thing. So I'm doing a time skip. So yeah. Zuku went to the Overhaul factory. That's what I call it. And he walks right in. Then and like he basically beats everyone, and like he goes down into Overhaul's base thing, and yeah, he's that strong. You basically, no one can stop him. As when he got to there, he says, hand over Ares. I know that you don't have kids, and so Ares is just your, like, I think, it's like, he knows everything about how been mistreating her. So, yeah, he says, Now, as he ran fast because all that energy that he has in his body. So yeah, imagine Tinya, Ida, or no, Tinya runs at his maximum speed, but Zuko can outrun him with or without his support gear. So yeah, then all Overhaul just got electrocuted to him getting passed out, kind. Not dead kind, but passed out. As he looks at the that white mask that was holding Ares. Yeah. Hold on. Where's my thing gone to? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, sorry. So he says, hand over her and I'll be on my way. Yeah, he basically got shot by the air quark erasing bullets, but he didn't feel it. So he's like, these things don't work on me. Yeah, his body was like, so yeah, he grabs, or he basically knocks the white haired guy out. And he took Ares, as he also grabs Overhaul's conscious body as he walks right out of it. Yeah, he turned them over to the police thing or authorities as he says, all right. Yeah, when he was around, the crime rate in that town went all the way to zero. Like, there was nothing. Like, no one even wanted to commit crimes when he's on board. But, yeah. And, yeah. He basically got the entire government's attention of becoming the number one hero in the entire world. So, yeah, his popularity even went through the roof. So, yeah. Yep. Right on time. So, yeah. He basically, when he met Shiraki-san in person, he says, you're the one that, because Shiraki-san knew that Zuko. So Zumi is like, I don't know who this character is. Man, he seems pretty cool. But Inko, where is Inko? Where is that awesome girl? I'll just use him. So, I'm trying to look for it. So, yeah. Zuko his popularity went through the roof. But he doesn't want popularity or fame or fortune. He just wants to help people. So yeah, he knew where everyone's at and what they were doing at all times. So he basically saw things as he went over to or before actually Inko or after school thing. Inko told Zumi that guy or that pro hero or that hero that's for fun one is actually your brother. As it was time for her to tell. Yeah. So Inko or no, Zumi was basically couldn't believe what she was hearing. That monster is my brother? Yes, his birth name is Zuko Midoriya. We decided to abandon him so that why, yeah. So now we move on to, sorry, I'm scraping my phone real quick. So yeah, Zuko shows up at the hospital, or actually a villain's base. They're making like Nomu things, as he says, huh. There you go. There, he actually goes to the lab thing, as he says, huh, there you are. As, hold on, as the doctor says, looks like you who's Zuko Midoriya has showed up at the right time. Since after not heard from, or after seeing your talent of it, I decided to make my own Nomus to defeat you. As he says, cut a big crud thing. I'm no man with reasons. As he says, as he gets whacked, or he actually caught the fist and he threw the fist around. As he says, huh, you're pretty weak. But sadly, I had to turn you over to the authorities. So, yeah, Zuko went and like, grabbed a doctor by a throat thing. It was a real doctor, not because he went to the original lab part. The real lab, not the fake lab that's on top of it. So, yeah. He grabs him. He basically walks it to the Dorothy things as he tells the detective that I found him he's using like quirks as to create these so-called nomus. As yeah, he's basically pretty powerful. But there was one incident where Zuko had to make a sacrifice thing. It was against how will I put this? Not against his friend, not against him, but against Dobby, Todoroki's brother. Yeah. He was basically melted his body. Like, no, as, yeah, his body melted. Seemed pretty weak, as he didn't realize that one of the plug things, these ones, actually went into his back, and he says electrify, as, yeah, or taser. So yeah, he is basically size, yeah. So yeah, Dobby went down, and Zuko has rebuilt himself back, as he was more like, his body has been now into this, as yeah, he was a monster, but inside he was a human. So yeah, so Nezu, who actually Zuko says this is weird, because actually if he dies without any electricity, he comes back or he gets reformed as a human. Yeah, it's called self-revival. So yeah, he's basically immortal. He has that, but more of like tallness. Yeah. So Nezu wanted to talk to him. Yeah. Where is Nezu? Where is that good friend? Nezu says, come on in, or I want to talk to Zuko, or no, talk to that Fringenstein creature. Do you mean me? As he points to himself. As Nezu's a little bit shocked, but he didn't realize that Zuko, who is that? Or actually, Inko and Nastashi were in the office with him, and he says, well, I was this quick. So, of course, Zumi hasn't, or like they were talking about Zumi. Yeah. So Nezu wanted to talk to Zuko. So, yeah. or his nickname, Fringenstein. Yeah. He's basically, yeah. He's, when Zuko came in as a human, as he says, what do you need, Nezu? No, I was wanted to talk to Fringenstein. Wow, really? As he says, what? I really do. Nezu. I am him. Him. I just got self-revived. As, or actually, Nezu forgot that Fringenstein evolved. It's my evolved form. As, oh, forgive me. I'm not used to seeing your appearance like this. As Inko and Sashi, where is he? I'm trying to look for. So Inko and Sashi had like that face of like, is this guy really Fringenstein? He looks more humanoid. As he turns and says, yes, I am Inko and Sashi. See, my body has been, like, after I got reincarnated back from my old self that you all used to, I'm more upgraded. So, yeah, he's basically evolved his body. And, yeah. So, Inko says, oh, okay, so you're, as Nezu says, well, I want you to spend quality time with those two. Understood. Okay. So, yeah. Him and like Inko and Nasashi walked out of the high school or the UA. And no one even knew Zuko, or yeah, that's his birth name. So yeah, he's basically powerful. Like he's just straight up. When everybody saw like his human part of him, yeah, he looked like more of like some buffed up guy. Like that, but way more like bulkier. Yeah. His physique is pretty good. Or great. Perfect one. That even makes Ochako even like, or everyone, all those girls that looked at him, they're like, who's that new kid? As, yeah. When, yeah, they did like that. As Zumi is like, huh. Or she walks up to Zuko, or to him, and says, because she knows that, or actually not. So she walks right past, or she she actually walks up to her mother and says, "Who's that kid?" "Oh, him? This is your brother, Zuko Midoriya." As she's like, "Hey, big brother." As everyone stops and looks at him. So, like, yeah. So, yeah. Ochako and they're like, or during class S, some of them are asking, like, Zumi to. Sorry about that. I don't want to copyright things. Not like since a couple days ago. Yeah. So Zuko was, or actually, or some of the girls asked Zumi about these questions about is he single and all that stuff. Yeah. It's just how weird anime is. Because they couldn't believe that Zuko. So then, now, Inko and Sashi spends a lot of time with Zuko. Or trying to catch up to Zumi. Yeah. So, yeah, he is basically can. Because, like, do that. So, yeah. And then person that really like mostly found him attractive thing is actually I was gonna pick the that white haired girl that's on the bottom. She ends up went because Oro Chaco. So yeah, look at that girl. Yeah. So not though it's a top one, not a bottom one. So yeah, Zugu is basically yeah, is crazy. So yeah, he spends his time with his sister, and he's basically is a pro hero. Like his crime or the crime rate was still down about 14 years. There was not even a single beep kind. Because everyone knows that when Zuko his body never actually ages. He stays the same. Because he's the this, so and I know Frankenstein's some of them might not age as well, but yeah. Think about that as now this is the end. So peace out and where's the deer, Rowdy?